What's going on, dudes? It's your boy The Real Venom, and welcome to the last video in the Cruise Control Mapping Competition series, where we actually announced the winners of the competition. For those who don't know, this was a competition that was run throughout the month of September, where mappers were encouraged to make a map using the cruise control as the primary element of the map. The team of 3 judges, myself, Clear Vision and Arcs, looked over each of the maps and we rated each of them out of 10 based on deco, flow and cruise control use. We then took the 3 scores for each category and averaged them out to give a final score for each, so each of the scores is out of 30. While I won't be talking about each judge's score individually, I will be talking about the average score for each category and the total score because of that. We'll be starting with the community choice and going to the 5th best and working our way to the 1st best and who wins the $500 prize pool. Unfortunately, 3 of the maps didn't make the cut, and that is Cruisin' Free by Lars, Deep by Grimths, and Control Station by the Black Poles. Unfortunately, they didn't quite make the cut for the top 5, but they were all very good maps in their own likes. So good work to the mappers who made those, but unfortunately they didn't win a prize. With all that being said, let's get to the community choice winner. But first, a quick sponsor message. Hit it, previous me. Hey you. Yeah, you, the one watching this. Are you tired of hackers stealing your data? Do you want to browse the internet safely and securely? Well, look no further because this content is sponsored by NordVPN. NordVPN is the leading VPN provider with over 5,000 servers located in 60 countries. With a simple click of a button, you can hop to a new country, allowing you to watch that anime that was only released in Japan. NordVPN also boasts military-grade encryption, allowing you to browse the internet without prying eyes stealing your data. Click the link in the description below to find out more and discover how you can save up to 69% on a new 2-year plan. Before we get started with the top 5, I'd like to announce the winner of the Community Choice Prize. As you guys know, you guys had a chance to vote for which map was your favourite, and this included the 2 maps that were disqualified, so HighRise by Juice and Ealipse, and Pleasant Valley by Clever Kixers were both added to the vote. So you could vote on those maps despite the fact that they couldn't make it to the top prize. And I'm so glad that I allowed the disqualified maps, because with 41.5% of the vote, HighRise takes the Community Choice vote. I agree with the community, it was one of the best maps that entered the competition. The deco looked amazing, the map played so smooth, and the use of cruise control was impressive. However, the corner at the start did disqualify it, so unfortunately it couldn't make it into the main prize pool. If it did make it into the main prize pool, I probably would have made it the #1 winner, but unfortunately because of that corner, it was disqualified. Congrats to Juice and Ealipse on getting the 3 years of club access, and let's look at the top 5. The number 5 winner of the mapping competition goes to Study in Blue by Doze. This was a really cool map, and when I talked about it in the original video, I had no idea what style to describe it under. But after playing it for myself and seeing the recording of it, I realized it's very much a tech map. It relies on a lot of interesting drifts and angles to keep speed going, and that ice drift especially before the cruise control ring was really cool. The thing that let it down though was the cruise control use, as there wasn't much variation. It was a constant speed throughout, and it did have a rough speed check at the start. However, the rest of the map played really smoothly and we did like it. In total, the deco score was 7.67, the flow score was 7.67, the cruise control use score was 7, for a total of 22.33. Study in Blue by Doze took the 5th prize. The 4th prize goes to Escalation by NachoQT. This was a multi-lap track that used cruise control to gain speed every lap to change the route you drove on. And that really improved the flow score for us, as we noticed that the track was different every time you went around. It was still flowy and it didn't feel awkward to drive, and that's why it was the 2nd highest rating flow of the competition. However, the cruise control use let it down, as we noticed that the use was only a single ring and you kept the same speed even though you gained speed every lap. Overall, this was rated 7.5 for deco, 8.33 for flow, and 6.67 for cruise control use, for a total of 22.5. Taking home the bronze medal is Inexpugnable by King Tom 1.1. This was a really cool full speed track that used cruise control to keep the high speed that you got off the start. And because cruise control kept your high speed going, the flow on the map was actually the 3rd highest rated in the competition. The deco felt a bit scattershot and all the judges did agree, so it was 2nd lowest in the competition. However, the cruise control use and the fact that you could keep the high speed throughout the entire map really added to the score. For the deco, it was rated 6.83, for the flow, it was rated 8.17, and the cruise control was rated 7.83, for a total of 22.83. The difference between 2nd and 1st was almost 3 points. Taking home the silver is Cruising Hills by ygreczaid. This was an amazing map that utilized deco so well. None of the deco felt in the way, and it felt like you were cruising through a hilly environment. Unfortunately, the flow did let it down a little bit, as it was one of the lower rated on the scale. However, overall it was rated a lot higher thanks to the deco and cruise control use. It was rated 8.67 for deco, 7 for flow, and 7.33 for cruise control use, for a total of 23. As you could probably guess by now, taking home the prize is Marius 89 with Deceleration. It was such a fun map to play, and all of us rated it really highly. The decoration was really chill, and it felt kind of like an Adio map in a really bizarre way. The use of the pistons really brought it up for me, as I realized that they were just deco blocks and didn't really feel like an obstacle as long as you had the right line. The flow on the map was amazing, and even the bounce at the end was really impressive. In total, we rated the deco 8.83, the flow a 9, and the cruise control an 8 for a total of 25.83. Congratulations to Marius on the dub, and congratulations to everyone else who won prizes. Just before I end off this video, I want to talk about another competition I'm going to be running, which is going to be a $50 prize pool, and it's going to be a lot less restrictive. The entries are only going to be 1 or 2 weeks, so stay tuned for that. Remember to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell so you can see anytime my videos go live, including any competitions I have. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, favorite, and subscribe for more. My links are in the description if you want to check out any of my mapping discords or any other socials that are required. My Twitch is also down there, and also the link for NordVPN, which was discussed earlier in the video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and just remember to stay classy, San Diego. Peace!